Hey, how are you? Spoiler for Deltarune Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. To understand this video you have to remember the events of the game well. I'm gonna use text-to-speech because my voice sounds like it's a beaver talking. If I make grammar errors, don't worry about correcting me. I want to improve. Hi, if you clicked on this video you probably know what I'm gonna talk about. Anyway, I will discuss the importance of fate in Deltarune, something almost nobody talks about. Let's start. What is a prophecy? It's implied that you know what the Deltarune legend is, right? But what's a legend or prophecy? In short words, it's a prediction that is destined to happen, something dictated by fate. It can't go any other way. Whatever you do, you are bound to accomplish the Deltarune prophecy. The roaring is gonna happen. You are going to stop it. I think Toby Fox meant this by saying there will be only one ending. You will play the game, choose what to do, but in the end you will always save the earth from destruction. You know, like old legends or prophecies, everything is determined by fate, and in this case fate is named Toby Fox. He decides what you will be able to do while you play Deltarune, and then we have the determination, the power over fate, as stated in Undertale, able to overwrite and reset timelines, but I will talk about that in a few moments. Secret bosses are about breaking free from fate. Okay, so our actions are already determined by fate. You need to follow a certain path, you need to become friends with some characters, you need to defeat all bosses to complete the chapter. Wait, oh, yeah, secret bosses time. If you haven't understood it, secret bosses are about breaking free from fate. Someone, a certain man, who likes to play hide-and-seek across time and space, told them their choices don't matter, that everything is predetermined because it's all a video game, and that they can't choose their future. They are just fictional characters, and secret bosses had different reactions to that information. Javel accepted it, instead spammed and tried to break free from this burden and wanted to be able to change his set path. And it's kind of funny how the player doesn't have to defeat them. In some way they have broken free from fate. Will the next secret boss be optional? And now, I would like to talk about Chapter 3's secret boss. If you give Sham both shadow crystals, they will say that you will be able to defeat the next secret boss only thanks to the shadow mantle. The important thing is that they will add, fate is approaching. And it is not on your side, and I don't know what to say about this. They were surely talking about the secret boss because they say you won't be able to collect the next shadow crystal without the shadow mantle, but shouldn't secret bosses be optional? How the hell is the next one connected to fate? Maybe we will be forced to meet every other secret boss if we have defeated Javel and spammed Neo. The shadow crystals can unlock another ending, different from the predetermined one. I really don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think about it, this stupid sliding bead toy. So, now I will talk about the thing I wanted to discuss at the start. There is a way to break free from fate, and the answer is yes, and this answer is given by a meaningless skippable dialogue. If you interact with the sliding bead toy in the hospital in Chapter 1, the narrator will say, it's one of those sliding bead toys that naturally spawns inside doctors' offices. The beads march grimly along their set path. This short dialogue confirms the importance of fate in Deltarune. The beads, that represent the characters, follow their set path. They can't change trail like the Delta warriors must accomplish the prophecy. Their choices don't matter. Can you break free from fate? Let's see what the Chapter 2 dialogue reveals. In a normal route it says, the beads of the toy march on, everything progresses as foretold by the legend. But the weird route dialogue is much more interesting. It's a toy with beads on a track. One of the blue beads is broken and worn off. That's what I was talking about. The confirmation that you can break free from fate. The blue bead likely represents Birdley, who was killed by Noel. I think it's possible Birdley is just frozen, like hibernated, since he hasn't turned to dust in the light world. But we don't have enough information about Deltarune monsters to believe this. But the important thing is that Birdley completely broke free from fate. He doesn't follow his set path anymore. Yes, thank you, because he is dead. But I think that's a crucial detail. Your choices can actually matter. Birdley fate was deflected. And this makes me think, What if even Kris' destiny can be deviated? I think the weird route will make your choices matter, and in the end you won't accomplish the Deltarune legend. There will be a different ending, maybe a worse one but different, and this will likely happen thanks to determination. It can be a bad thing in Deltarune. In my opinion, the important and good power will be the courage. Remember Elsai's words, "You too have the courage to save the world." And what about the song that plays when you die? Instead of determination we have faint courage. The determination leitmotif is present only in Rude Buster and in Lantern for some reason. And against King, your will is changing. Talk became courage. I'm pretty sure you all know that determination is also called will. The soul has long been called many things. The font of our compassion, the source of our will, the container of our life force, but even now, the true function of it is unknown. The power of determination won't be completely bad, but the whole getting stronger thing in Snowgrave is kind of worrying. In the weird route Noelle level gets up by freezing darkness, probably by gaining EXP and raising her love. Actually the EXP thing is a feature in Deltarune, not only an Undertale Easter egg. Elsai can occasionally say this if you tell him to flatter Hathy. We don't need EXP, just encountering your smile is reward enough. In summary, destiny is a prominent force in the Deltarune world, but it can be deviated if we follow the Snowgrave path. I'm pretty sure there won't be things such as the Firegrave route, but we will always traumatize only our dear friend Noelle. Hooray! I'm quite sure about that because in the Gunner Maker sequence we have as possible food options pain and cold, that foreshadow the Snowgrave route. The smooth taste of Neo wake up and taste the pain. Spammed Neo check in the Snowgrave route. Note, pain is in red. Unused dialogue let by Toby Fox. I don't think I need to explain why cold is linked to the weird route. Ending. In the end I said nothing important. You just wasted time by watching this. I feel nobody is talking about that stupid sliding bead toy, and so I made a video about it. Tell me in the comments if I said something wrong, which is very possible. Inform me if the video is too long, short or boring, which is also very possible. If I'm a terrible theorist tell me, you won't be able to stop me. Thank you for watching, bye.
Mm-hmm.